So I'm still working on my Vivian Westwood inspired, outfit, but I am currently at the last point, which is the collar, and I need to pad stitch. So let's talk about that.
So a collar stand is made out of two pieces, right? The top part and the bottom part. The bottom part is the smaller part, and then there's your full collars also has this big piece, the shell, right? So these are your pieces that you're gonna cut out. But then make sure that when you're drafting, you draft 4 separate pieces for the under collar. Now, for your actual fabric, this will mention this is your fabric. On your fabric, this is how you are going to place everything. Your undercollar pieces are going to be on the bias because it's stretchier, it'll be able to mold better. And then your actual shell fabric, the one that we are going to see, should be on the straight grain. Straight grain to the salvage. It's going to keep everything from like warping, I think. That's what the girl lasers say. So this is how it should all come together, okay? Right? The undercollar will be like 4 pieces, right? There is a whole other thing when it comes to, and right now I'm drawing the roll line, so that's where you are really going to try to position everything. Now these are your actual pad stitches. This is how it's going to look like. It's going to look like that from the front, but what you're basically doing is catching a little bit of fabric, which is what the horizontal line is, and then the diagonal line is basically what you're going to see on your side on the canvas, right? So that's how it's going to be. That's what you're doing when you're pad stitching. You're just catching a little bit, and be careful when you catch. It's a very, very, very important step when you catch, because that's really where the pull is at. So basically this is what I did, right? That big piece there, that is my shell fabric, and these I have a lot of canvas left, honey. So yeah. Those were my under collars, and this is for the bias. So this is what we're going to be cutting. Now we're in a stitch. I'm showing you how this is supposed to connect, right? The under collar, both with the collar stand and the top part of the collar, the fall, and then my canvas. And this is how I drew. I drew on the canvas because it's so much easier to draw than to actually put the word into place. Stitch. Temporary stitches are called. But anyway, I just put everything together with pins. So now I'm showing you how with just 2 rows of pad stitching, it's already taking shape right on the roll, right? It's on the roll. So you can see that the borders for me, I drew them in green, and then on purple is the roll line, which is just above the collar stand seam with the fall. So I'm going to show you now how pad stitching actually looks like. This is what you're doing. So you see I'm catching a little, which is what shows outside, and then it gives you a horizontal line, and then I keep doing that. I just take little bites, and then I pull back. And don't mind what's going on in the background, okay? That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's between me and me, okay? Yeah. Anyway, so you catch, you pull back, you catch, you pull back, you catch, you pull back, and then when you get to the other side, it has to continuously make that. I believe the word for it is chevron, like a chevron kind of shape. Now, this is at the end. Do you see how it's like so much body? It has like curved up. It's sitting a certain way, and it's sitting specifically on that purple line, the roll line in my case, and this is how it's going to look like at the back. This is what it's giving. So that's that on that. Okay, this is what I'm going to be giving you. If you want to see the rest, how it turned out, look out for the final reveal video.